Welcome to the lesson. In this lesson, let's talk about prompt characteristics. So when we write a prompt, we want to be aware that there's specific characteristics that we want to apply to the prompt. And the reason is if we understand these characteristics, we're going to get better results out of our prompting. Now, the first characteristic is to be specific. The more specific we are, the better results. Now, if I go here and I say, write a blog post about dogs, well, it's not very specific, is it? So if I hit enter, it'll go ahead and do a really good job about writing a blog post about dogs. And it's going to even provide us a couple different responses that we could use as sort of a baseline to get started. And the reason you want to do this is because it brings up another characteristic. It allows us to understand the context. So we should be able to start from, let's say, a less specific prompt and add more context to it. Let's say you want to write a blog post about chocolate labs. Well, that's really good context. But then let's say I want to understand how to train them to be in the house by themselves. If you ever had a chocolate lab, you know that they definitely are quite active and can rip apart anything and everything. So let's say I want to write a blog post or an ebook or whatever on that. What I could do is go over here and add context to my request. In this case here, I am being more specific. I'm adding a request for 4,000 words. And I'm going to also add another prompt characteristic, and that is I'm being iterative. So what I've done is I've added the first iteration here, and then I'm going to add another iteration. So what I'm doing is not only adding specifics and more context, but I'm also trying to put a little constraint and also make it actionable as well. So as far as the characteristics of a prompt, in summary, number one is to be specific. Number two is to be actionable. And when I say actionable, what that means is be specific. Write the task down. If it's a blog post for 1,000 words, be specific. Have it constrained. So for example, define boundaries. So if I add a 4,000 word request, that's my constraint, but it's also playing into the action of how it's going to create the content. And then the last one is really about being iterative, being able to make change, gradually making the prompt better. We're adding more to the prompt, we're adding constraints, we're making it more actionable, we're adding more context, and we're being more specific. That is how we would want to incorporate our prompt characteristics so that we can improve the quality, the relevance of our content generation. So this will finish up here in a second. So as you see, right, this is a fairly long post that I'm requesting. It has 8 sections to it. It's pretty much a small book. And as you see, it comes to the conclusion as well. And now it is pretty much done, or I should say paste in the same exact prompt and see what it comes up with. Now, what's also cool with Gemini, though, is that once you're done with that, I could literally translate this into a video or create deep research. And then the canvas, we'll be talking about that as well coming up. And some of these features, for example, here with Gemini are paid only. So this is a pro subscription here. And I will also go into ChatGPT as well as the options with ChatGPT as well. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the next lesson.